Marcus swept his hand across the ancient dust that layered the long-neglected manuscripts, his fingers tracing the elegant, time-worn spines as he catalogued each one. The Kershaw Library, a grand edifice of Victorian architecture nestled in the heart of London, had been his workplace for the last 7 years. Every corner of the library whispered secrets of a bygone era, but none so quietly as the room he currently stood in, the Special Collections Room, rarely visited and thick with the mustiness of old paper. On this late autumn day, the room was dim, the tall, narrow windows allowing only slivers of gray light to slither through, casting long shadows. As he reached for a particularly ancient, leather-bound volume on the top shelf, Marcus's foot caught on something unexpected beneath the rug. Curiosity piqued, he set the book down and knelt, his hands feeling along the rug until they found what felt like a ring pull. Pulling it revealed a trapdoor, a feature he had never noticed, despite his years of working here. Heart pounding with the thrill of discovery, Marcus fetched an old oil lamp from his desk, lit it, and carefully lifted the door. A narrow staircase spiraled down into the unseen depths beneath the library. The air that rose from below was cool and stale, carrying with it the faint scent of earth and mold. With a mixture of trepidation and excitement, Marcus descended the stairs, each step creaking under his weight. The walls were stone, cold and damp to the touch, curving inward as he went deeper into the darkness. The lamplight flickered, throwing eerie shadows that danced just out of his direct line of sight. As he descended, a strange sensation began to take hold. With each step, a memory surfaced, vivid and clear. Memories of his childhood, his parents, moments he had long forgotten. The deeper he went, the more intense the memories became. He remembered his mother's laughter in their sunny kitchen, the rough texture of his father's hands as he tied Marcus's shoelaces, a birthday party where he had cried over a broken toy. These memories were soon joined by others that Marcus knew were not his own. He saw flashes of historical events, the signing of a peace treaty, the coronation of a forgotten king, a battle fought with swords clashing under a relentless sun. The visions were disjointed, snippets of lives and events that spanned centuries. Confused yet compelled, Marcus continued his descent. The staircase seemed to stretch into infinity, each step revealing more about the past, both his own and the world's. He felt as though he was walking through a living museum of humanity's history, each step a passage through time itself. Despite the wonder and allure of the visions, a creeping unease began to settle in his heart. The staircase offered knowledge and insight, but at what cost? With each step, he felt a part of himself slipping away, his own essence merging with the echoes of the past. As the lamplight wavered in the suffocating dark, Marcus stood frozen on the ancient steps, caught between the world above and the endless spiral below, unsure if he could, or should, turn back. Marcus's lamp cast quivering shadows along the curved stone walls as he continued downward, the staircase spiraling into the depths like the shell of a colossal ammonite. The air grew cooler with each step, and the stone beneath his feet, worn smooth by unknown centuries, seemed to pulse with a life of its own. The memories that assailed him now were not just vivid. They were visceral, transporting him across the thresholds of time and space. The past unfolded before him like a living tapestry. He saw the rise and fall of empires, witnessed the construction of the pyramids, the smoky skies of Industrial Revolution cities, and the serene beauty of Monet's garden at Giverny. The memories were not linear. They were a kaleidoscope of human history, each turn bringing into view a different era, a different slice of time. As he delved deeper into the staircase's secrets, Marcus found himself walking the cobblestone streets of medieval Paris one moment and standing on the windswept plains of pre-Columbian America the next. Each scene was clearer than the last, so detailed he could smell the scents of street markets or feel the chill of a 1,000-year-old breeze. But it was not just human history that revealed itself to Marcus. The staircase seemed to delve into the very secrets of the cosmos. Visions of celestial events, the birth of stars, the formation of galaxies, and the quiet majesty of nebulae hanging in the void flashed before him in brilliant colors. He experienced the slow dance of planets around distant suns and the violent beauty of supernovae. These cosmic memories were interspersed with more personal ones, some his own, many others belonging to strangers. He relived the joys and sorrows of countless lives. A woman in Han Dynasty China writing poetry under the moonlight. A man in Renaissance Italy painting with colors that would not fade for centuries. A child in a small African village looking up at the night sky and dreaming of flying among the stars. Marcus began to feel as if he were losing himself, his identity blurring and merging with the lives and events he witnessed. The line between observer and participant thinned. He was less a man walking down a staircase and more a vessel for the universe's memories. The weight of so much history, so much life and death, joy and suffering, began to press down on him. The knowledge was intoxicating, overwhelming in its depth and breadth. He felt an aching sadness for all the moments lost to time, for all the lives that had come and gone, their joys and pains as transient as footprints on a beach washed away by the tides of time. As he continued his descent, Marcus became aware of a soft, resonant hum, a sound that seemed to emanate from the very walls around him. It was the sound of the universe breathing, a vast and gentle sigh that resonated with the core of his being. He realized that the staircase did not merely lead through the physical foundations of the library, but wound through the fabric of existence itself. With each step, the temptation to descend further grew stronger. Each memory, each moment of the past offered a seduction of its own, pulling him deeper into the heart of time. Yet, in the back of his mind, a voice whispered of caution, reminding him of the life he had left at the surface, the mundanity and beauty of the present that awaited his return. Caught between the allure of infinite knowledge and the tangible ties to his own time, Marcus's resolve wavered. The staircase, with its promise of eternal discovery, beckoned, but so too did the world above, with all its imperfections and fleeting joys. As he stood there, lost in contemplation, a shadow moved in the depths below, a reminder that he was not alone in his journey through the corridors of time. The shadow that moved in the darkness below was fleeting, but its presence was enough to jolt Marcus from his reverie. The endless descent had captivated him, wrapped him in layers of time so thick he had almost forgotten the world he belonged to. The sudden reminder that he was not alone brought a surge of caution that tempered his fascination with a sharpening sense of reality. As he hesitated, unsure whether to proceed or retreat, the figure emerged from the gloom. A woman, her appearance timeless, clothed in garments that seemed to belong to several epochs at once. Her face was marked by the wisdom of ages, her eyes reflecting a deep, serene knowledge. She introduced herself as Ada, her voice a soft echo that seemed to resonate with the very walls of the staircase. Ada moved with an ethereal grace, ascending the steps to meet him. Her presence was comforting, yet otherworldly. She spoke of the staircase as an ancient entity, older than the library above, older perhaps than the city itself. It was a conduit for the memories of the universe, a vessel that carried the echoes of all that had ever been and all that would ever be. Marcus listened, enthralled and unnerved by her tale. Ada spoke softly, her voice resonant with the weight of eons. The further you walk, the closer you come to never having walked at all. Those who reach the end of this path risk becoming one with it, ceasing to have ever existed. Marcus listened, his heart pounding with a mix of dread and fascination. The staircase had offered him glimpses of the universe's grandeur and history's pivotal moments, but at what cost? Ada continued, "This path is seductive to those with a thirst for knowledge, but you must choose whether to continue knowing it may erase all trace of you from the world above." The air around them seemed to pulse with a silent question, waiting for Marcus's decision. He looked down the endless spiral that promised omniscience and oblivion, then back up toward the dim light of the library that represented his life as it was. Finite, but real. Each direction offered its allure, tugging at his soul from opposite ends of existence. Marcus, standing on the edge of eternity, felt each step below him vibrate with the heartbeat of the cosmos. Ada's form became less distinct as he descended, her essence mingling with the ethereal light that seemed to permeate from the staircase itself. Her final words resonated within him, a solemn reminder. The choice is not merely between ascending or descending, Marcus. It is between existence and oblivion. He paused, looking into the spiraling abyss that promised to unravel the very fabric of his being. Memories of his past life, the library, its musty scent of old books, his quiet coffee breaks under the soft rays of the morning sun, flashed before him. They seemed distant now, almost as if they belonged to someone else. The staircase offered an escape from the mundane, an entrance into a realm of infinite knowledge and eternal witness. As he stepped further down, the staircase seemed to pulse with a deep, resonant sound, like the echo of a long-forgotten melody. The air grew thicker with the power of unspoken secrets, each step forward amplifying the visions of cosmic events and human history interwoven with his own fleeting memories. Marcus felt his individuality melting away, his essence dissolving into the vast tapestry of the universe. With each step, the personal stakes of his former life seemed smaller, less significant in the grand scheme of existence. The love of his family, the ambitions of his career, even his own joys and sorrows, were they merely illusions, fleeting sparks in the endless dark? The staircase beckoned him deeper, promising a liberation from these attachments, an immersion into something far greater. The deeper Marcus descended, the more he felt his consciousness expanding. He was no longer a mere observer of history. He was becoming part of it, his mind stretching across time and space. He saw the birth of stars and the death of civilizations, each moment of the universe's heartbeat etching itself into his being. Ada's presence reappeared beside him, more as a whisper of light than a person. "This is the path you chose," her voice echoed in the infinite chamber of the staircase. "To become one with all that has ever been and will ever be." Marcus nodded, his human fears and doubts fading away. The deeper understanding of the universe filled him with a profound peace. He realized that to truly embrace the knowledge of the cosmos, he must let go of his earthly tether. The staircase did not end. It simply became everything. With a final step, Marcus ceased to exist as an individual. His thoughts, his memories, his very soul became entwined with the fabric of the universe. He was no longer Marcus the librarian, bound by time and flesh. He was now a part of the eternal, a whisper in the cosmic wind, forever exploring the infinite echoes of existence. Above, the library continued its quiet daily rhythm, untouched by the profound transformation beneath its floors. Marcus's absence went unnoticed. He had vanished without a trace, leaving behind no footprints, no memories in the minds of those he had known. The staircase below the library remained, waiting silently for the next seeker of its secrets.